Um, okay, Rafi, I think you should be able to see the screen right now.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's get started. So this position is White's turn. How do you think White should proceed in this position? If it's possible to like win this, or it's still a draw, or Black is winning. These are the things we have to decide.
White's turn, right, in this position?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I think White should be able to win.
Okay. How that's I mean, which move
Okay.
order we could choose?
So I'm gonna first try to limit Black's play on the queen side because that's where he can really gain some tempi. So I'm gonna start with b4, I think.
Okay, b4. So king e5, king f3, b5, a3, f6. Okay, if I okay, and then maybe I'll just play b5.
Okay, let's try h4.
Mm-hmm. Probably just gonna go at 6.
Now I play king f3.
Yeah.
Now h5.
H5. Okay, very nice. Not a bad idea. So actually, this is the theme of the position. I'm just not yet sure if B4 works or not, but the whole theme of the position is you need to get to these mine squares while having a reserve tempo. Yeah. So that seems appropriate. Okay. I think I'll go B6.
Okay, let me go with h4 now.
Okay. Think we'll go for a5.
Honestly, I think I already messed up this because I don't see any way to like.
Yeah, I think b4 is not the best in this situation.
So after b4, let's try b4 one more time. You played what?
b4, b6.
Okay. So what if I play instead a4 here? No, I mean like sorry. I meant like after b4, then I play a4 next.
You mean to start with b4,
Yeah, start with b4.
b6, a4, yeah?
Yeah.
So gonna play a5.
Yeah, I think same issue again.
Yeah.
So go back to the beginning again. Maybe. Okay, let's start with A4.
A4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A5.
I think this is also lost for white.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, I mean, we are not able to get that extra tempo, right?
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna help you a bit here. So basically, what uh, white should do before trying to use up the pawn moves, white wants to first get this and now figure out what will be the best way to make sure that black runs out of moves. So just we should not only think about a4 b4, we should also think about this pawn, yeah, like how h4 or something like this might help us, because you should realize that black has already moved his pawn one square, yeah.
Yeah.
So if, I mean, if I really want to finish up black's move, I can always play a3 first and just, you know, game that extra tempo, right? The problem here is if I start with a3 and let's say b5, b4, black also has an extra tempo on this side. So he will play h6.
Right. So basically, I want to maintain my pawns on the second rank as much as possible so that I can
Yes.
choose. I have more options. And I want to get black to move his pawns off the seventh rank just so he has less options.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So I considered this actually last move. I didn't consider this king f3 first, but I did consider h4 first.
Okay.
Which would kind of be the same kind of idea after h4. Here, yeah, same thing, I guess.
So if you go h4, h5, and now white plays a3, I think now white is winning. I mean, if h4, h5 happens and we just play a3, now black is out of moves. Because if he plays b6, okay, b3, b5, b4, or a5, a4. And if
Interesting
black
concept,
plays
actually. Yeah.
a5, I just play a4, yeah?
Right.
So definitely for h4, black is not able to play h5. So he has to do something else. Black plays a5. Okay, what next?
I'll play h5.
H5, yeah. So best to not waste moves on the king side, yeah? I mean, on the queen side, basically. So if black plays h6 now, we can play a4.
Right.
and black has to play a4 himself. We can follow the same technique anyway of just using the move on the king side, I guess.
Yeah, I was considering this h6 this whole time, but the thing is that thing is that hold on one second. Yeah, so h6 and then a3.
But a3 I can play b5.
No, like black plays a3.
Ah, black plays a3. Okay, but a3 I think I can take, right?
Okay, take it. Then I play b5.
b5 I can just play a4
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true.
and something like this. So, and also I think for a3 I can still go. Ah no, if I go b3 then b6. Okay, yeah, I have to take and play a4.
But what if, hold on, can you go back for a second? After a3 takes, what if black plays b6?
a4.
Same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha.
So I think h6 should work here, but okay, h6 and black will play b6. Okay, now what?
B4.
B4, yes, this is the key move, I think, in this position to spot B4. And now I think it's done because B5, there is A3, and white gets back the tempo. A3, there is B5. We still gain back the tempo. And if he takes en passant, we take an B5, B4. Yeah. So no matter what, I think white is able to pass on the move to black.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, we have to spot B4. I think this is the only move which wins here. B3 will not work. Yeah, black will play A3
Yeah.
and black wins. So B4 has to be, I think this is the most critical move of this position to spot B4. But yeah, H4, idea of H4 first and playing B4 at the right time should be the solution here.
So what is the theme that I should take away from this? Like, first I need to play the most forcing move by playing king f3.
Yes, because here the thing is, since we are dealing with reserve tempo, yeah, in this situation, the point is when we are trying to make different pawn moves first. So let's say we are trying to make H4 happen, yeah, instantly. So here it's a bit critical because black can do the enforcing now. So sometimes it's essential to, I would say that to fix the king positions first and then try to use the reserve tempo how and when necessary. So it's essential here in this position to step onto the mind squares first and then try to pass on the move. What we tried in our previous variations, yeah, by playing b4 and stuff, we first tried to get rid of all the pawn moves and then play king f3. But that technique is not working. So whenever we are talking about exploiting reserve tempo, it's essential to get to the king's best position first and then use the pawn moves.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. We can go for the next one, which is slightly more
Okay, let me
interesting.
ask you another question. So generally speaking, right?
Yeah.
In these kind of scenarios, and like let's just say I was doing just playing a pawn game.
Hmm.
I want to leave as many of my pawns in the back rank as possible, right? Just to reserve the opportunity to play either one or two squares.
Yes, definitely. I mean, that's for sure.
Gotcha.
Like if you have all the pawns on the base ranks, you have a maximum number of reserve tempo. Yeah.
Right. So the strategy should be to move one pawn at a time only.
Yeah.
Interesting. Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
Okay.
going for the next one.
Yeah.
Yep, sure. Okay, this one is black's turn, so I'm gonna flip the board. Okay.
So, last time you mentioned that if the position is basically symmetric,
Mhm.
whoever turns it is to move was gonna be the one to typically lose, right? Because they're gonna have to be the one to give up the first tempo.
Yeah.
So this is that scenario, I think. Like it seems like black and white positions are basically symmetric, but black has to go now. So conceptually, if what we talked about last time is true, then wouldn't black to move basically have one less tempo or something?
Yeah, that's the thing we have to take care right now, being the black side here. So we have to figure out how we can, if it is possible to even do that. Because you see here the symmetry is a bit imbalanced here. I mean, because there are some pawns present like this. So basically, hypothetically speaking, whenever black makes a move like f6, right?
Yeah.
I don't think white can make the same move f3. So there will be some changes in the structure. That's what I mean. If we remove these two pawns, yeah, in from this position, then I think black to move means like it's like a bad thing for black here because the structure is very symmetrical and white will pretty much end up gaining the tempo. But as long as there is a pawn on e5 and pawn on e4, let's say black plays a move like f6, I don't think white can just reciprocate by playing f3. Yeah? It's not going to be possible. I'm going to take this pawn.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the thing which we have to take advantage of.
Oh, I think I have an idea now. I don't know if this is the idea, but okay, let's just play start with f6. So I know he cannot play f4
Yeah, he
because
can.
then I'll play f5, right?
Yes, yes. Also, I
Or
think
actually, also
also,
f takes, yeah, taking on
yeah,
f3, yeah.
you can do on percent as well.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So f6. Okay, let's see. I think I have to take it right now.
Yeah, I take.
g4.
I think I have to play f5 here.
Sorry, Rafi, what did you say?
Um, Well, hold on 1 second.
Okay, okay, sure.
Yeah, I think f5 is forced.
But now when you play f5, I think I'm not gonna take it. Yeah, I'll just play g5.
Right. So
I'm creating a pass pawn.
yeah, but I'm gonna try to create my own also. So I'll have to play e5 now.
But Rafi, you cannot create it. This is a double pawn. Like when you play f4, I will ignore it. I'll not take.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Dang.
I'm
I
not
didn't
gonna.
think about that even.
I'll just play h5. So I think based on this reason, actually based on this move, yeah, g4, I think f6 or f5 both will not work instantly. But this already gives you a major hint which move you should prevent first before trying to play f6.
Well, then I need to start with, I guess, h5.
Yes, definitely. We should start with h5, and that is the best move according to me in this position. This position is a bit tricky because there is a very strange idea hidden inside it, but I'll we will come back to it a bit later. So h5. Well, I want to ask you two questions here. What happens if white plays f4, and what happens if white plays h4? So these two moves you need to evaluate. So let's which one you're calculating, Rafi? F4 or H4?
Looking at f4 right now.
Okay, let's play the move and
There's so many different options to consider.
yes.
Um, okay, so given the principle we talked about, I think I would want to move the h pawn again.
H4.
Yeah,
Okay, so H3 you just go G6, yeah.
right.
And if I go G3,
Let's try like h3.
But I think I have g4, yeah?
If I play f6, you're gonna play f5 or something?
No, I'm gonna take and play g5.
Okay, let's go back then.
I
So
think one thing we can do is like before playing h4, maybe we can commit something with the f pawn right now.
I think the move has to be in the f6, not f5.
Yeah, I think f6 actually works here. I mean, very simply. Or maybe even when somebody plays f4, we can actually just make en passant and now play h4. Now play your idea.
And if h3,
And now I can play f5 here.
right. After taking on f6, we have that same scenario of symmetric situation, but white to play, right?
Yeah, but white to play, so white should lose. And remember, yeah, the king's position are already fixed. So
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
this looks fine.
Yeah.
And maybe we should also rule out this h4 as well. Because here black's move is a bit, I mean, I would say is a bit difficult.
Well, black can't play g6 because white will just copy with g3, and he's left with the
Okay.
same kind of scenario, I think. So it's gotta be. We have six now.
Um, Now f6, but I can take now on ef6 and do the same thing, yeah, play f4. Oh, Rafi, could you give me 1 second, please?
Hey, Anwesh, you there?
Hey, Rafi, sorry, I'm just back.
Sounds good, man. Then we can finish up.
Yeah, so we can finish this one, yeah?
Okay, yeah, let's.
Yeah, sorry about it.
No problem.
Okay, so I think the critical challenge for this situation, like when White has this H4 move, is the move G5. Did you manage to figure this out?
Definitely not. I did not consider that at all.
Okay, so basically the point is after this, we have H4 and White is in a zugzwang. Like this pawn can't move, this pawn can't move, and this pawn can. So basically no moves.
So if
So
F3 then H3, right? Basically.
yeah, F3. I mean, after F3, I can even take and play H3, or I can
Right.
directly also play H3. Both are winning.
Okay, so after this G5, what else did
So you
White have
probably
to
have to
take?
play G3, yeah, and I play G4.
Hmm.
All your moves are gone, and you don't have any other moves, yeah, after G5.
Hmm. Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
but the main variation which I wanted to actually show you is after H5, White has the move H3, and Black plays F6, sticking to our plan. Here is the interesting part. Like after F6, White still has a way to make this a draw by playing H4, Fe5, G4. So White uses the same technique, Hg4 and H5. So now White is actually winning in this situation. So basically, the variation that they are giving here is to play G6, G5, which is a zugzwang, King B6, King B4, King C6, C5, King D5, King B5, and it's a stalemate.
That's
So
insane.
this is just like the craziest variation which I just checked in the analysis. Of course, I mean I was not even looking for you to figure this out. Even I was a bit surprised that somebody can get a four stalemate from this position. Yeah,
That's
but
unreal. Yeah.
yeah, but apparently it's a draw. Like if you follow this line, it's a forced draw.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, no issues, Rafi. I think we are actually quite good to go with the king pawn end game. I mean, these are like really difficult ones, but the normal ones, I think we are actually quite good.
Hmm.
We can wrap up for today and resume like a thorough checking of almost all the themes of the king pawn end games that we did. We will just have a revision kind of a thing.
Sounds good, man. Let's do it.
Perfect. All right, Rafi, will not hold you up further. So we'll see you
Okay.
then.
Okay. See you next time. Yep.
Okay,
Bye.
thanks. Bye.